Today, we're diving into something really powerful. The idea of using a brand new job as a clean slate, a chance to totally reset your professional reputation. And look, this isn't just about getting a new title or a bigger paycheck. This is about reinventing how people see you, and maybe even how you see yourself.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt kind of trapped at work? Pigeonholed? Maybe you're the quiet one or the person who's always scrambling at the last minute. You know deep down that's not the whole story, but it feels like everyone else's opinion of you is just set in stone.
And that creates this gap, right? A huge gap between the reputation you currently have and the one you actually want. Maybe you see yourself as the procrastinator, but you know you have it in you to be the reliable finisher. Or you're tired of being the silent contributor when you're buzzing with ideas. So many of us get stuck right here in this frustrating space between who we are and who we want to be. So why is that? Why does it feel like you're in this career rut, just stuck with these old labels that don't really fit anymore? Well, here's the tough reality. Once a reputation is locked in, it can feel almost impossible to change it. Your colleagues, they've already built these mental shortcuts about who you are. So even if you start turning in work way ahead of schedule, they might just think, that's weird. They're usually a last-minute person. It's like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle against their memory of your past self. And this whole struggle, this difficulty in changing how people see you, it's a real psychological thing. In fact, it's got a name, the perception trap. Okay, so what is this perception trap? Basically, it's this nasty, self-reinforcing cycle. It works like this. Other people have an expectation of you, so they treat you a certain way based on that expectation. And then, without you even realizing it, you start acting in a way that confirms what they thought all along. It's a feedback loop that just keeps you stuck right where you are. Let's break that down. First, some past behavior. Maybe you were quiet in a few meetings, creates an expectation. Oh, Sarah doesn't talk much. So step 2, your colleagues treat you that way. Maybe they stop asking for your opinion. Then, step 3, you subconsciously conform. You think, well, no one's asking me anyway, so you stay quiet. And boom, step 4, their original expectation is reinforced. The trap is set.
But, and this is a big but, there is a way out. There is an incredibly powerful way to shatter this cycle. It is the ultimate pattern interrupt, the clean slate that comes with starting a new job.
Seriously, think about it. A new job is your one real chance to hit the reboot button, to completely reset. Your new team, your new boss, they have zero history with you. They've never seen you miss a deadline. They've never seen you stay quiet. To them, you are a blank page, and you get to be the one who writes the very first word.
So why is this so incredibly effective? Well, for starters, there are no old expectations weighing you down. You're surrounded by new people who are forming their first impressions right now in real time. This gives you this perfect window of opportunity to establish new, better habits from the second you walk in the door. For the first time in a long time, you are completely in control of the story. All right, so you've got this golden opportunity, but how do you actually make it happen? How do you avoid falling back into old habits? Let's walk through a really simple but powerful 3-step plan to execute your career reset. First step, you have to identify and be strategic here. Don't try to change 10 things at once. Just pick 1, maybe 2 key things. Do you want to be seen as more proactive, as a leader? Get super specific. Second, you have to signal. From day 1, you have to proactively demonstrate this new behavior. If you want to be the idea generator, make sure you contribute a thoughtful idea in your very first team meeting. And third, you have to reinforce. Doing it once isn't enough. You have to be consistent, day in and day out, until that new behavior is just who you are. I love this quote because it perfectly sums up the mindset you need to have. That first week on the job is so critical. You're not just a sponge soaking up information. You are actively teaching your new colleagues how to see you, how to work with you, and what they can expect from you.
So if you do this, if you're intentional and consistent, what's the end result? What does this transformation actually look and feel like?
Well, the change is pretty profound. You go from having reactive habits to being proactive. Instead of being defined by your past, you're defined by your new intentional actions. And the ultimate outcome? You break free from that professional rut, and you finally feel like you're in the driver's seat of your own career story. And I want to be really clear here. This is not about being fake or putting on an act. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about consciously closing that gap between the person you've been and the person you know you're capable of becoming. It's about finally letting your actions match your ambition.
So the next time you start a new chapter in your career, just remember, you are holding the pen. That first page is completely blank. The story is unwritten. And the only real question left to answer is, who will you decide to be?